Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been quite some time since I've spoken to you guys, but we're here today to speak about, as the title can show you, Andy Robertson is potentially leaving Liverpool to go to Atletico Madrid. It's not really the left back news that we all expected. We all expected incomings, not really any outcomings. And if it was going to be a left back that was leaving Liverpool, it wouldn't have been Andy Robertson on anyone's list. Some people had him on the list, supposedly. Anyway, and Andy Robertson looks set to join Atletico Madrid, and we are going to dive deeper as to what this could mean, not only for Atletico Madrid, but what this could mean for Liverpool going forward. But guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you never miss any one of my videos. So guys, before we get on to anything, I'm gonna bring up the article for you because it was so random. Like, it came out of absolutely nowhere. Andy Robertson going to Atletico Madrid. It just isn't an Andy Robertson thing to do. It's no player that you expect to go to like Atletico Madrid, and you're gonna say, oh, he high presses, he does this and all that. But it's so random. Like, it's come out of nowhere. And like, if I had any money on a left back to leave this summer, it would not have been Robertson. I'm going to bring up the exclusive from Robertson for you because I think that would make you understand better what I'm talking about. If I can find it, because this guy tweets about 500 things a day. Like, what is this guy doing? There we go. Let's have a skadoodle of this. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see what I'm looking at. So it says here, Andy Robertson is keen on joining Atletico Madrid. Initial talks have already started. Atletico consider Robertson as their top priority as revealed. This just reminds me of Kieran Trippier. Remember Kieran Trippier was at Spurs. Spurs were doing really, really well, and he randomly just wanted to move to Atletico Madrid, and he got his move in that summer. It was very, very strange, very, very random. And I mean, he won a league title there, so you can't really say it was a bad move. But it's in that mold where he kind of knows that, you know, Milos Kerkez is coming in at Liverpool. I'm not going to be first choice anymore. And he's then decided he wants to go to Atletico Madrid because they've obviously come in for him. I know he presses really high and he works hard for the team. And I think those type of players you want Atletico associated with, like dogs. I talk about players that run. Look at Gallagher. We've seen Conor Gallagher be a prime Atletico Madrid target. Look, Julian Alvarez, he presses very, very high. Darwin Núñez has been linked with Atletico Madrid. So Robertson's in the same mode. It just, the name Andy Robertson, a Scottish player playing for Atletico Madrid, it just doesn't really happen. Happened with Trippier being the Englishman, but Scottish players going abroad hasn't happened for quite some time, especially the top level Scottish players. And Robertson is arguably the best Scottish player, you know, that's playing today. So it's just crazy. Obviously, we've seen Scott McTominay move to Napoli over the last year and won a league title there at Atletico Madrid. He was the Atletico Madrid at Napoli. Obviously, was named the best player in the Serie A. So look, these can have success stories, and I think this will be a very, very good move for Andy Robertson if he doesn't want to be number two. It's the first year really at Liverpool where he's not going to be playing week in, week out football, bar 17-18 where he came in the second half. The first half he was, you know, behind Alberto Moreno, but ever since Robertson stepped foot at Liverpool, he's been first choice for Liverpool over, you know, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25. It's 9 years of, you know, consistency. It's quite rare you have a player that's just come from a random club, and no disrespect to Hull City, but a lesser team in the Premier League, and just be slotted into a team that's competing for the top four at the time Liverpool were, and be arguably the best left back in the world. Because in his prime, Robertson was unbelievable in his prime. And look, if he has decided that for his career and for his journey that Atletico Madrid is the place that he wants to go to, then so be it. I don't think anybody has a problem with him leaving, especially the service he's given Liverpool. I think a lot of fans are concerned about the way it's going. You know, obviously Trent's gone to Real Madrid. He's under the same agency as Trent Alexander-Arnold. Obviously Tyler Alexander-Arnold is the one that deals with all the transfers for Henderson. We've seen his relationship break down with the fans. We've seen Trent's relationship break down with the fans. And I think that's what Liverpool fans are looking towards. We don't want the same situation with Robertson. And I think what Atletico don't want to pay a fee, or if they want to pay a fee, it'd be a very small one, especially after all the service Robertson has given us. And I've seen a lot of difference of opinion on Andy Robertson. But I don't have an issue with him leaving, to be honest, because ultimately he's given Liverpool, you know, great service. And look, for example, this is the type of player we're speaking about. And it's mad when you really think about it, because in his prime, he was unbelievable. Look, Andy Robertson has more Premier League assists than Eden Hazard, Mesut Ozil, and Paul Scholes. They're three of the best creators to ever play in the Premier League. And obviously, Robertson does have the longevity, but especially playing in better teams, I do believe, over a course of a time. Obviously, we had Chelsea winning the title. Ozil wasn't really competing for the title year in, year out. And Paul Scholes, obviously, with Man United. The Paul Scholes one is a bit crazy to me, but you look at Hazard and Mesut Ozil, it is these three players that are on that list in the statement that TNT Sports put out, and Robertson is ahead of them in Premier League assists. Shows how incredible he was going forward. And if you remember all those years ago, let's actually have a look at Twitter. Actually, let's see what they're saying about Robertson. I'm just going to write Andy Robertson in here, see what we can find. If I can spell, I don't think I can spell. So I'm just going to write Andy Robertson, see what comes up here. I want to see what people are saying about Robertson. So Atletico Madrid interesting in Robertson, selling Robertson, and Tsimikas replacing him with Kirkers and Hato. Robertson is signing press conference. Everyone's just memeing it now. But look, more info. Atletico Madrid are expected to reach out in the next days to understand how they can advance in the deal for Robertson. So there's a lot of noise about what might happen with Robertson. And look, I think he leaves. But what does that mean for the situation Liverpool in? Obviously, they're going to sign Kirkers. Tsimikas has been linked with Leeds United. He's been linked with a £12 million move away. Liverpool lose Robertson and Tsimikas, which could happen. I think Tsimikas might stay now, but let's speak hypothetically, in terms of he's on the market. Tsimikas leaves, Robertson leaves, Kirkers comes in. You're then going to need somebody else to play the backup for left back. And I think there's no one better than João Hato. João Hato has obviously been linked with a move to Chelsea. He's been linked with a move to Arsenal. He's been linked with a move to Liverpool. A lot of players have, have João Hato on. A lot of teams have João Hato on their list, and I think this is a very, very nice graphic from BR Football that looks like a. I'll bring it up for you now. It's actually quite cool, actually. I'll bring it up for you now. But look, you got Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Frimpong, Gakpo, and Arne Slot. You add João Hato to this. This is Dutch. It's Dutch pool. Forget Liverpool. It's Dutch pool. And I think he could slot in comfortably. Obviously, he was at Liverpool a couple of months ago to watch Gravenberch play. He was in the stand. That was confirmed. And a lot of Liverpool fans, including myself, jumped on it thinking, what could be going on here? But I know Liverpool liked the player. Obviously, Dean Huijsen was number one. But if they could bring João Hato in alongside Milos Kerkez and they lose Tsimikas and Robbo, which I thought would happen in 18 months where they lose Andy Robertson and Tsimikas. But if it's happening now, they've upgraded the team in 1 year. Because Hato then can cover the centre-back role. So we've covered the centre-back situation as well. He can also play left-back. That gives us tactical, positional flexibility, which we didn't have last season in areas like centre-back and left-back. We've now got Hato who can play, left-sided defence, left-back. You then got Virgil van Dijk, Ibu Konate, Joe Gomez, Jarell Kwanzaa, who still have doubts on their future, but let's speak about right now too. Obviously, they haven't really been concretely linked with anyone. Bar Jarell Kwanzaa has been linked with Leverkusen, but he said obviously no. Liverpool rate him highly. I've got Florian Wirtz coming in, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Jones. Elliott might be on his way out, but you've got Trey Nyoni. I'm sure he's going to develop. You've then got Salah, Diaz, Gakpo, Jota, Nunez, who I expect to leave Liverpool. And then you've got maybe a striker like Ekitike coming in. Look how many options Liverpool have now in not only their defensive line, but midfield and attack. And then you've also got Jadon Dans, Ben Doak, Stefan Bajcetic, Tyler Morton, who could be on his way out. But these are players that have not really contributed to Liverpool this season who are still a part of this squad. And it just shows you how strong Liverpool are. And adding to, a team that has incredibly won the Premier League title, no one expected it. Not even myself. I didn't expect Liverpool to go and win the Premier League title. And to add players like Kerkez, Wirtz, Ekitike, hopefully, and Jeremy Frimpong, they want to go again. And I don't think they're done yet. And now they're looking, hopefully, at João Hato if Robertson and Tsimikas look to be on their way out. But it's the knock-on effect of what might happen. Obviously, Jaros has gone to Atletico. He's gone to Ajax. Mamardashvili's coming in next season. Obviously, they've lost Kelleher, Liverpool, but they have improved the squad. I know they're going to lose Trent and Robbo. Trent sort of in his prime, Robertson past his prime, but still, it's an improvement on a team that have won the Premier League title that Arne Slot wants to go and get 21, 22, 23. The Champions League 7, 8, 9. FA Cup added to the FA Cup as Liverpool won. The League Cup as well after losing the final this year. So it's about winning trophies. And Liverpool are known for winning trophies. They're a winners club. They've got a winning Premier League manager now with a winning Premier League squad of a team that knows how to win a title. And that is very, very key because they've also signed players that have won titles. Frimpong's won a title. Wirtz has won a title. They've both played in European finals, the Europa League, where they were lost to Atlanta last season, 23-24. Ekitike has been in a PSG squad that are full of winners. So there is a lot of room to grow for this Liverpool side. And if they can add somebody like Jerome Hato, who's also, in a squad full of winners as well. You think Jordan Henderson is obviously a Premier League winning captain. I'm sure he's spoken very, very highly to Hato about the club. So that's what I hope for. Liverpool just to add to the squad, build on what has been done this season and go again. That's what we all want as Liverpool fans. But still a long way to go. We've had the noise about the incomings. We're having more noise about the outgoings. Still a long summer, still a long window to be had. The Club World Cup is still here. Let's see where Liverpool are going to be in the next 2 or so months. But guys, let me know what you think below about Andy Robertson. Do you think he leaves? Do you think he stays? And what could that mean for Liverpool going forward in this market? You know what? In the comments below, drop me the window you think Liverpool are going to have. So have your ins and outs. I want to see what shouts you guys have. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so you never miss any one of my videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching.